Okay, so we've got a right angled triangle. We have got theta here, and this side's opposite, this side's adjacent, and this side's the hypotenuse, which we've been used to, well, through GCSEs and for ages. And you've been used to using SOHCAHTOA to find out what sine, cos and tan are, and you would be able to say that sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. Right, and just in the same way, we can define these other things, which are cosec is going to be the hypotenuse over the opposite, sec is going to be the hypotenuse over the adjacent, and cot is going to be the adjacent over the opposite. Now, what we've kind of done here is we're thinking about what are the different ways that we could combine these things. So we need to make pairings, and we've got 3 things, so there are 6 possible pairings. So these 3 ones that we know, these sine, cos and tan functions, they're 3 possible pairings that have matched everything up in a particular way, but these are the other possibilities, and it just so happens that, as you can see, since cosec x is h over o, that means it must also be 1 over sine x. And that's why we call it a reciprocal function. Same here, sec x is 1 over cos x, because it's just that flipped upside down, and this is the same as 1 over tan x. So these are the 3 reciprocal functions. Cosec x is 1 over sine x, sec x is 1 over cos x, and cot x is 1 over tan x. So now I'll have a go with some numbers. On your sheet there's a missing theta here, so you will need to add that on. And what else are we going to need? Right, h we're using in most of these, so we are going to need to work out what h is, and we do this by using Pythagoras. So we've got 8 squared is 64, and 5 squared is 25, which gives us the square root of 89 as the hypotenuse. So sine x is going to be the opposite over hypotenuse, so if we label these, this one's opposite, this one's adjacent, and this one's the hypotenuse. So sine x is going to be 5 over square root of 89, which means that cosec is going to be reciprocal, which is root 89 over 5. Cos x is going to be the adjacent over the hypotenuse, so 8 over square root of 89. And then that means that sec x will be the reciprocal, which is this, and tan x is just opposite over adjacent, so 5 over 8, and then this will be 8 over 5, which is the reciprocal.